To me, a recession is a general downturn of the economy, the stock market, increasing unemployment, sometimes but not always increasing interest rates as well.
Everything slows down. Typically, you'll see prices go up. You'll see people stop purchasing things. The economy just goes into a slowdown because people don't have the money to buy things.
Contrary to what the Federal Reserve Board says, I think we are in a recession, and I think we have been in a recession for several months now. The indicators are all there, with the exception of the labor market. That's the only indicator that is not weak right now. The stock market taking a huge hit, being in a bear market, is one of the telltale signs of a recession. We've got decreased economic production, interest rates are skyrocketing, inflation is sky high. All of these things are what lead me to believe we're in a recession.
Probably the biggest effect is the emotional impact. Typically, when you have a recession, the stock market goes down, which of course drags the portfolio down. And people react very emotionally to that. It's very painful to them. But if you've got a proper plan, then the plan factors in recessions and you know things like this are going to happen.
The way to prepare for a recession is to be proactive. If you try to react to a recession, you'll lose every time. So the main way to prepare for a recession is to have a comprehensive financial plan that factors in those recessions. You know, years before you're even in a recession, or even while it's happening, develop a plan that factors those kinds of things in.
The best thing to do is to have a plan. To have a plan that accounts for inflation, that accounts for recession. Understand that's part of the normal economic cycle. If you're properly positioned near retirement, then a recession is not going to bother you. Pay attention to what's going on and make sure you have a proactive plan.
And recognizing that they are going to happen, and not deliberately ignoring them, not pretending like they're never going to happen, because they are.
Protecting portfolio is kind of an interesting term. Depending upon where you're at in life determines if your portfolio needs protecting. If you're 27 years old, you need to be wide open, investing hard, no protection needed because you've got plenty of time. If you're short time like I am, you got 5-6 years or less, then you need to protect your portfolio, moving out of the market, more into bonds, more into cash, more into safer investments.
If you need the money next year and we're in the middle of a recession, what I recommend to you is going to be much different from somebody that is investing now in the middle of a recession and is going to need the money in 20 years. It's all about how much time the money has to grow and what sort of risk you're willing to take.
The idea behind a portfolio or a financial plan is to bring comfort to the client. The most brilliant plan in the world, if the client's not comfortable with it, is going to fail miserably because the client's not going to be able to see it through. You have to understand what you can tolerate, what you can take, so that the plan can be put together that not only meets your needs, but meet your emotional needs as well.
Don't change any investing strategies or plans that you already have in place. If you're reacting to the market, which is what you would do by changing your plan, you're going to lose every time the market's going to run over you.
If you've got an appropriate financial plan, it takes into account recession, inflation, stock market downturns, stock market upturns. Don't do things by the seat of your pants. Go ahead and have a long-term plan in place and stay with it.
The most important thing is to review your financial plan and remember the goal and the strategy that we're using. Call your financial planner, whether it be us or somebody else. Call them, express those concerns, sit down with them, and go over the whole plan again if you have to.
By recognizing the fact that recession is a normal part of an economic cycle, we're going to have one every 10 to 15 years. They last about 10 months. It's not forever. Just hang on and ignore it and accept the fact that it's part of a cycle. It's not going to go away. It's going to continue.
But it's so important to assuage those anxieties by understanding your plan. That with that knowledge and understanding comes peace of mind with it, that you may still be anxious about it, but you understand that in the long run, things are going to be okay.